All right, girls. Talking to the ladies right now. And I'm going to be honest with you. This might be one of the more risky, dare I say, dangerous posts that I make. But I'm going to do it because I'm not afraid, and I said what I said. Let me reveal a moment of honesty here. Men, in almost every instance, when a man approaches a woman, and by approach I mean if we're walking in opposite directions but we're coming toward one another, when a man approaches a woman, he inevitably, almost with 100% of the time frequency, is gonna look at her rack. Now, this isn't something that's done out of disrespect. This isn't something that's done out of lust. This isn't something that's done out of any impure thoughts whatsoever. It's just a natural flaw in the character of man that we must look at the sweater puppies. Now, I'm not saying that we stand there and just lustfully gaze, but our first instinct is to look. Especially if you're wearing an undergarment of the type that pushes up and plumps. Then that makes it even more difficult to avert our gaze, raise our level of sight, so that we're looking you in the face. Because in the wiring of a man's brain, we are just biologically attracted to the baby feeders, because that's the first part of a woman's body that we bonded with as infants. Think about it. That was our source of life, nutrition, and sustenance for the first few months, in some cases, year of our lives. The fun bags. Now, at the time, they weren't fun bags, they were baby feeders, but you get the point nonetheless. And especially if you have an impressive rack, and that doesn't necessarily mean size. Size isn't everything, because some women have way too much going on up there, and it can be off-putting if it's too much going on up there. But some women have a handful. I'm talking baseball size. But the way that it's the positioning and the stature of the rack that makes it impressive. And it's something I wish wasn't the case. It's something I wish, and it happens in every situation. I don't care if you're at church, if you're at work, if you're in the mall, if you're at the bank, if you're in the hospital. I don't care where you are. A man's eyes are naturally, unfailingly attracted to looking at the twins. I'm so glad. Now, I'm 5'9", which isn't tall by any stretch. I'm so glad that at 5'9", my natural line of sight isn't usually directly in line with the with the knockers. But because if I was 5'4" or 5'5", then that would place me to where them girls would be right there in my line of sight every time I walked out, and I would have to purposefully lift my head to look up at a woman and speak in a fashion that's not creepy and lusty. I personally am not speaking for myself. I'm speaking for men everywhere that I've talked to in the street, that I've surveyed. I'm not speaking for myself because I don't do this, because I'm a married man. I don't notice that I don't even know that you have breasts. But a guy, just a general guy, ladies, I just don't want you to be offended when in that first initial few seconds of interacting with a man, his eyes are gonna drop down and see what's, they're gonna notice, he's gonna notice what's going on right there. And now, if he's a decent person, he's gonna look up quickly and pay attention to your face. But just be prepared that this is gonna happen, and it doesn't matter what your face look like. When a man sees an impressive rack, the face don't matter. You could look like Mike Tyson in the face. He's gonna look down at the rack. And I don't know. This is more of a PSA than anything else, just to let you know that it's something that's involuntary, uncontrollable. It's like a goddamn sneeze. You feel it coming, you might want to stop it, but it's gonna happen.